Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video, and I'm upstairs again. This was impromptu because I did tell you last time, the light's not great in here, I did tell you last time that I would be getting the taxi seats done by a friend of mine, which was the plan. It was 100% the plan, but then I was like, I've got this far, I've cut out all of the things. The sense of achievement that I would have personally to say that I've done these myself would be huge. And that's the main reason I started doing it myself anyway, like cutting them out and that, because I just wanted to see if I could. I just wanted to see what it would be like just because you could say you did it, right? And I thought, it's in a taxi, it's fine, don't worry about it. I can sort this out. So I've only gone and started doing it. Like, genuinely. First of all, I had to remember how the fuck to thread a sewing machine. That took me some time. But I got there, I'm all right. And this is the first one. I'm gonna, let me just finish putting this last piece, and then the top bit will be done, and then I got the side bits, and then I got the bottom bits. My aim for tonight, I'm not gonna get a lot done. It's 9 o'clock. I just wanted to set it up and be sort of ready, and I wanted to just see if I could do it. In fact, you know, I thought I would massively mess it up, but I haven't massively messed it up, and in fact, I kind of think it looks quite good. So I'm just gonna finish this piece off, and then I'll show you the start of it. Live action shot. You like that, didn't you? Yeah? Equally got to bear in mind it hasn't been pulled out yet because it needs to be stretched around, you know, everything. So this will be properly stretched around because, you know, all the other edge bits need to be tight and stuff like that. Like this. Soap at me. I did that. Oh, it's not looking as good as it does. I mean, it's still pretty damn good. That's all sewed on. That's all done. I did that. Activate smug mode. It's not really smug. I'm not smug at all. I'm just really happy. I can fuck it all up from here though. So the next bits, those were kind of the easy bits because they're all on the top, so it's kind of easy. But now what I've got to do is all the bit that wraps around the edge, and then make it so it pulls tight. Not fuck it up. Wish me luck. I'll come back. I won't take you through the live action shots. I think you've seen, you know what a sewing machine looks like, and I might swear a lot. So I'm gonna try and get this bottom bit, side bit done, and then I'm gonna come back and see if it looks shit or not. Oh, I didn't redo that one a couple of times. That was a tricky little bugger, and you can't quite tell because it's a bit loose at the moment. It's a bit baggy because you need to pull it taut and then staple gun it to the bottom. I don't think my staple gun works, but either way, this is where we're at. It's like I said, it looks a bit baggy at the moment because it needs to be pulled around at the bottom, and then it's got some bottom flaps to go on there. But in general, once it's pulled tight, don't fully judge, but again, it needs to be pulled tight. But yeah, that's looking quality, I reckon. Might see if I can find the bottom last little pieces, just so I can say that this one's done. And once this side's done, I can then staple the bottom bits on, and then yeah, attempt the other one tomorrow. And I've got a couple of seat bases. Can nail them on, I suppose. Either way, I can attach them so that they are on, and then I can get the seat bases in. Oh, I can't really get them in. I need to the back. Fuck me, the back bit's going to be a mission. It's a colossal pain, but every bit, can't speak. every bit I do, I feel like I'm getting a hang of it a bit more, feeling it through. Anyway, I won't bore you with the rest of it. I'm going to fast forward a bit, do these last little bits, go to bed 'cause it's fucking late, and then try and pick this up, and you'll see me, I don't know, probably tomorrow evening. Anyway, I'll zoom forward and you'll see some more completed bits. Hopefully by the end of this episode, you can see them all done and I won't need to talk through it all. Hi, it's me again. I'm back. So I actually cracked on the next 2 evenings and did the 2 seat bases, so they're all completed and done. I'll just show you, because I took them out into the taxi. I bought a new staple gun so I could staple the backs together properly. I'm just popping over to Philly's to help her, teach her how to fit a TV to the wall, as you do. But I just wanted to show you the progress I've made in the seat bases anyway. They're in the taxi, they're like done. Obviously then I need to do the back and everything, and the whole thing then needs a proper clean out. These need to be fitted, everything then needs to be refitted, but I think they're quality. I think for someone that's never sewn anything in his life, apart from when I was in school, yeah, they're looking really good. We need the seat back. And yeah, the exhaust from the C1's in there, I need to take it in the house. I get it. The whole thing needs a proper clean out. And these bases need to be done, but they're fairly simple, so I'm going to leave them until last because they need to be done with those. You can see the old shitty material. Old shitty, that's what these used to look like. I'll have to do it before and after in the end because it's a massive difference. The biggest task I've got now is doing the back part. These were only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 odd pieces. That back piece is all obviously one together, and it's yeah, like 20 odd pieces plus probably. It's a mission. So I'll take it piece by piece. I might do some tonight just to start getting an understanding of how difficult it's actually going to be and see if I can physically do it. I'll give it a shot, and then we can start getting that back in. Once I've got that back section in back there, I can then get everything properly back in place. I can then bolt back in the panels at the back there. All of this then can be, you know, and then all the wires that are run through, I can then properly run them through so they're all wired up there. Yeah, everything will then start coming together and I can really finish off the back here and on there. Then when it's finished and properly cleaned, I'll do like a proper before and after of like the transformation, because I think it's massively awesome, and I'll just put all the finishing touches on the things that I haven't done. Obviously haven't done it for a reason because I can't put it back together. Anyway, I'll do some more tonight and you'll see that. Hi people, it's Sunday. I cracked on with a bit of the back stuff. It's very much just the beginning. Like, this is the simple stuff. I haven't started any of the more complicated stuff, but this is kind of where we're at the moment. I'm piecing it down. I've got to start somewhere, right? It's got to be done. So I've not stitched these two together yet, but these are the main bits that sit in the middle, the tampon looking things, so that I've stitched the fold in between these lines. So they're all done. I now need to stitch the outer sections, so the two like shoulder bolsters or whatever we can call them, refer to them as. So they just need to be stitched onto there now. I'm actually running out of black thread, so I'll have to get some more tomorrow. But I'll see if I can get these two done today. Again, the most simple parts are these ones, and then there's that whole middle section in the middle. State the obvious there, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's this bit. That's the bit that I need to then do. So this bit is more complicated because of the way it folds over the top as well, and then the other bits join onto it. So I haven't taken it off here yet as well because I need to cut out these sections. So these sections also then have these sewn into them, which is what attaches it to the metal in the back there to keep it tight through the gap. So I'm going to cut this section out today, and then what I'll do is I will then try and work out how I can manually stitch this through, because I think you've just got to do it, you know, just through there with a needle, like manually, if that makes sense, needle and thread, which is going to be a pain in the ass. So I'll do those afterwards. I'll do this afterwards. I'll just crack on with the side bolsters first of all, and then it gets way more complicated. Those side pieces as well that run around the edge, they're not the end parts as well. So once I've done the side bits that run around the edge to put it all together, then those bits have back bits on as well, so they're about another quadrillion pieces that I need to actually stitch together, but I'm hoping if I can get these front bits done first and foremost that the rest won't seem quite so daunting. But I need to make sure I line those two tampon bits with the outer bolsters. I need to align those nicely with this front bit where it hooks over the back, and if I can get that bit sorted, I think I'll be able to manage the rest. But we're cracking on. It is a bit daunting compared to the other ones, but I'll give it a go. We'll see. I'll come back when I've done a bit more. I'm glowing. It's making me glow, but I've done a bit more. That side's all sewn up now. Everything's sewn together. I reckon that's pretty good. It's lined up nicely at the top, lined up nicely down there, so that side is done. Same with this side, done exactly the same. All of that side is now done. So now it comes to all the middle and the side bits. So I figured that I'm going to do the middle bit first, but first, like I said, I had to do all that bit in the hole. But this is where things get like a bit more of a pain in the arse. If you take, for example, this one little piece here, right? It's a tiny little piece like that. There's kind of like a trim piece in the middle. But for it, you not only need one of these, but that's in the other room. Or is it this one? No, it's this one. So you need one of these that's going to go on the back there. But before I do that, I have to cut it out like this. Then I need to fold over every edge, sew in every edge, then sew in this edge. But then when I do that, then sew this on to that edge. So just this one piece alone that's hidden. It's not even seen, but it's within the armrest. That alone has already taken me like 20 minutes to unpick every single seam like that. So it's probably going to take me at least an hour just to do one tiny little piece. But you know, it's a learning curve, isn't it? Anyway, cracking on, alright. That bit's properly giving me the ump. I've pretty much run out of thread now anyway, but trying to fold those little edge bits over was properly making me rage. So I know that that's a good time for me to knock on the head for the evening, and I'll come back fresh and hopefully get those little bits sorted. In the meantime, I have brought the other bit out here, the main middle bit. So you can see the middle section here where it sews into those little bits. So that will be, I think, one of my next bits as well. I can continue cutting out that middle section. I'll do that in the morning as well. Well, tomorrow evening probably now. And yeah, we can then hopefully have that front section on. Once I've got that front section on, I think the main next bits will be the side bits that go all the way around to the top and sew into that bit there. So then we'll have the main front whole section on there, and it would just be the inner bits, the bottom section that goes on there, and then the rear side bits as well. So it's slowly getting there. I have to say I have quite enjoyed this, although it's given me the hump on many occasions. One of the reasons is as well, like I've lost the little bit for the top of this sewing machine, so it doesn't properly go around, so it keeps getting caught, and that's my fault. I don't know where that bit is, but you know, might be able to see one at the shop tomorrow or something just to stop it. But it's mainly my inability that's given me the hump, and I get to a point where I'm like, well, I don't know why it's doing certain things, like why is it clogging up here, why is it doing that, and that's purely lack of experience, right? But I do feel like things are getting a bit straighter, things are getting a bit more steady, so you know, it's good. I'm quite enjoying it. And after I get this section done and this whole back seat section done, I think I feel much more confident about doing the front seat. I won't be doing the front seat obviously in this video. Jesus Christ, it'll be about 6 hours long, and I need to actually take the whole front seat out, I think, to do that. But if I can get these back seats back in by the end of this video, that will be a huge achievement for someone that's never used a sewing machine since I was about 10. So yeah, anyway, I'll catch you tomorrow evening when I carry on with this lot. Right, peace. Back. You're in the future or the present, I don't know. I look like shit, I sound like shit, because I've got COVID. Wicked. So before this, I did actually crack on, and I'm really pleased because I made some really solid progress. Look at this. Look at that. Look at it. I did all of the tops
all of the sides, all of the middles, everything. So all the whole front section's done. The things I really need to do now, the insides of this, which is a bit that stitches all around the inside of there, of course. These bits need to get pulled into, there's some gaps behind there, you can see those there. That's probably some of the most complicated parts, because I've got to like work out how there's some metal wires that they pushed through before and they had like threaded bits around them. I mean, I'm not explaining things very well, but you get what I mean. Probably not. Either way, I'm really pleased. My tactic was, because I haven't been feeling that great in general, like just do like one piece a day. Just concentrate on getting one piece right and then leave it. And then just like, you'll come back to it, Ross, you'll be fine. And by that, I don't then get frustrated and mess it up, basically. But it's friggin' ace, look at it. It looks like an actual car seat. Like, look at it. I think that's bloody awesome. So yeah, I need to do it. There's a bottom piece that goes all the way along the bottom now. I think there's a top piece that goes on the top. And again, like I said, those middle pieces, I need to cut some bits out for those. So while I feel like a bag of dicks, I might just concentrate on the cutting out part. And then again, piece by piece, get to the next stage. So I'll come back. Hopefully I'm feeling a bit better as well. And hopefully I'll have this all finished. I've done an O. An O. It's translated to a hole. The hole is this. It's not gonna stay like that. But it was hard because you got to do it like backwards and then round, and so this tucks around there, and there are little plastic things that hook onto the back. But when it's in, quality. So that's another massive thing done, and I think the next thing I'm going to do, I'm actually going to slightly cheat. It's not really cheating, but I'm going to use one of the old parts, and I'll tell you why, because it's for the back bit down here. So I've pinned it so I can get the centre point, but this back bit, see where this metal is, obviously very well made and welded this thing is. This bit of metal here is for where these bits of plastic hook. So I'm going to hook it on the back, like that, and then that stitches into that. I know I probably should remake the entire thing, but I am going to remake it. Like, there's a bottom bit that goes on here. This bottom bit is probably manky, like the bits are just manky, and so what I'm actually going to do is I'll remake those. That's fine, no problem, I can just remake these patches. So if there's a few little bits and pieces that I can kind of make easier, I will, because I've got still a shit ton to do just to get to this point. And I've still got one of the really hard bits, but I am going to come back to that later. And that is this. So I need to unpick all of the cover for this and redo that. But because that's actually a child seat, so you undo it, it folds out into a little... I'll show you what I mean, it's easier. See? So it folds out into a full-on child seat. That bolts in kind of independently anyway, so it just goes in and bolts in. So I can add that and I can take that back off and I can redo that. And no doubt that'll probably take me another year to get around to, because me. So I did what I said, and I sewed that old piece on the back that had that on there because I didn't fancy re-sewing manually the entire pieces, and it's come up really well. Like, I'm not going to see that at all, but it's stitched in really well. Last piece for the night, I've got to say, it's 90% there, it's so close. And there we have it. Headrest tops are in, all the way along the top. The only bits that aren't actually done are the bits, the plastic bits that hold the sides on. You can kind of, a bit dark, but you can kind of see that they just go in there, much like these do, but they wrap around that part just there. See what I mean? That's a bit better. Like, so yeah, those side bits need to be wrapped in, and those interior bits. You can see the creases at the top there. The reason for that is actually because, like I said previously, there's some metal poles or little metal wires that pull these in kind of to this crease here. I'm not massively fussed. I mean, it would be good if I could stretch them out slightly. They look worse, I think, on camera because of the light. But look at that. Look at that, isn't that? That's looking, I think that looks absolutely quality.
I'm like clammy, I'm all like COVID clammy. I'm taking myself off to bed. I'm like, can't deal with this. There are probably, it's essentially just getting those strips on now. I've got even the top bits in. I'll get the strips on in place there actually. I'll just take it like that and just hand stitch those plastic strips onto the side and just try and pull the side straight, and there's one right in the middle that then needs to be done. That's it, I'll do that off camera, hopefully tomorrow. I'll get it in and then you can see the final reveal, what it looks like. I am beyond pleased. I'm out by the taxi. Why am I out by the taxi? Well, purely because I've done it. I'm a bit knackered. I'm taking it a bit easy today, but yeah, I'm gonna get it back in quickly in the car. You'll see. I'm not gonna hoover it all out and everything, and I think for this episode we're getting a bit long, so I'll get it in there, and then the next episode I'll be properly clean out and doing the comparison. This has kind of wiped me, so let's get it quickly in. The back seat's in, boys. Well, apart from the base. Oh, you can tell I'm a bit knackered now, but let me get the bases in. Fucking hell. Right, I'm going to end you on this one. It's a bit of a cliffhanger, but it's not. I will show you. I'm going to show you now. It's just not everything. It's not fully bolted in and everything. I need to go through, bolt the seat belts in, bolt everything in. Everything needs to be bolted in, but it's in. See, I still need to do that base. That needs reattaching over there. I need to do that base and that back. So all of this still needs to be done, but finally, look at that. She's in. Look at that. I am properly pleased. I mean, yeah. I just didn't think that I'd be able to do this. So for me, yeah, it's not perfect. I know that, but it's exactly how I wanted it. And the fact that I've never done that sort of thing, I've mentioned this about a million times, I know, and I'm going to piss everyone off, I know. But at the same time, I just wanted to give it a go. And I had a vision of exactly what I wanted it to look like. And that is exactly what I wanted it to look like, 100%. Yeah, I mean, there are little bits where it could be a bit neater, but not. It's really not that. It's really not bad. Like, I'm super happy. Like, the finish on it isn't perfect, but it's. I was just having a look. I just like it. But I love it. And all I'd say is, anyone that's thinking about giving something a go, I mean, just give it a go. There's so many things to teach you now. I'm way better now than I was when I first picked up that needle and thread and went, oh, let's just give it a crack. So yeah, just give it a go. I'll now crack on with, when I get some energy back, the other bases, and I need to do the front. I think I'm really looking forward to doing the front. The front's quite a nice place to be at the moment. It just lacks this, but I do think I can do that 100%. So I'll button up all the things in the back, move on to the front and those other seats. But yeah, thanks for watching this one. It's been a real slog. It's taken me a long lot of evenings to do this one. This has been pieced together probably over a few weeks. So thanks for sticking with me, and yeah, hope you like it as much as I do, and come back when I can show you the full next step of the inside of this taxi. Peace out. Peace.